What's going on, y'all? Chuck Nunface here. Got a Hinderer Project X in. Just got this in a trade from my buddy J4 Blade. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the knife I sent over to you. Gonna be taking a look at this one right here. Did a full-length video on this about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. And never got one of my own, but then this one came up. I was looking to maybe sell, maybe trade some things. And J4 Blade hit me up. He was like, hey, I've got this. I'll go ahead and trade for it. And so I was like, all right, cool. I'd like to get one of those. But he was just waiting on this scale to come in. So he had gotten this. This is a Battle Blue S45VN. And it comes with this olive green G10. I mean, I swear, Hinderer, sometimes you get a good combination, but a lot of times I think they just kind of reach in to a grab bag and whatever comes out is they just slap a G10 scale on there, because like green and Battle Blue is not looking good, but they have a good solid secondary market for their stuff, so they figure they can sell a scale, which is what they did in this case as well. So we're gonna go ahead and put the Battle Blue scale on this one, so it'll be all matching. So that should look pretty cool by the time we're done here. Real quick too, if you're not doing so already, I certainly would appreciate you subscribing. Give me a follow on Instagram at Chuck_Nunface. Like, comment, subscribe right here. This is made by my buddy. It isn't Dan. Dan, I appreciate that. Thanks so much. That is a very cool cherry wood token that you made for me. And he does stuff like this. So go ahead and check him out. I'll go ahead and link him, his Instagram profile in the description of the video. All right, so let's get to it. The cool thing about this is I do not need to get any tools, because this has its own tool built in, but it's never been taken out before as far as I can tell, so it is being a little difficult to go ahead and get out. All right, well, and we're back. Got that one out. It took a little doing. I think it hasn't worn in at all, so I think it's a little tight in there, but that is something that's really cool about the Project X, is everything you need to service the knife is going to be right here in what acts like a backspacer. So you've got your tool to break down your pivot, your hardware, and yep, you can do that. You probably might not be able to do can you do your pocket clip? You can do your pocket clip with that little part right there. So that's very cool that they include that. So we're just going to go ahead. And I think while we're at it, these come with the bearings installed. I think while I'm at it, I'm gonna break with tradition. I usually do phosphor bronze washers on my Hinderers. That's kind of my MO. That's one I usually go for. But I might do Teflon this time. Because even with like older Hinderers used to always come before the tri-way pivot system. They used to always just be Teflon. And you could, buy aftermarket PB washers. I did that. Probably one of the best Hinderers I ever had was a older generation. I don't know if it was generation 2 or 3, whatever generation was right before they switched to tri-way. It was an old Bowie, XM18, and I went on eBay and I got, oh, there we go. That's coming out. I got a aftermarket PB washers for it, and it broke into like one of the nicest knives I've ever had. And of course I don't have it anymore. I sold it, I traded it, I did something, I don't know, as we usually do, or some of us usually do. All right, so that's kind of a part, so you can see the lock bar insert, Battle Blue, you get your stop pin in there, and then of course the bearings are installed. We're gonna go ahead and uninstall those bearings. We'll give it a quick clean here. I should probably just put these on there. I'm not gonna give it a deep clean or anything like that. This is basically new from factory. So the previous owner, Jblade4, he got it, he ordered it, and he had every intention of getting a titanium scale for it, and then so it kind of sat on the shelf until a TI scale was available. And then, you know, we ended up making a deal before the scale even arrived. So he got his knife first because we were waiting on that scale to arrive, but it just came in today. UPS was taking a little while with it. That's the blade right there. S45EN. No, that's the steel I wanted. I wanted S45EN. I think Hinderer does a great job with S45. I think they did a great job with S35. I think it's some of the best S35 out there. Whatever protocols they follow for their heat treat, they do a great job on S45. I really like it a lot. My other Hinderer, it's put away right now. I'm not going to get it. My XM18, that's S45 as well. All right, so let's see here. So we want to put this on, but we also need to get our little baggie. And with a tri-way system, if you've never done it, you need to put your shims in, your spacers. So you've got these little steel spacers right here, okay? And you got to go ahead and drop them. Bugger. Trying to keep this together as much as possible. All right. So you got to drop these little shims in there. Spacers, get them in there. We'll go ahead and we'll put a little bit of this McMurdy's EDC. Put it right there. And then I will put one of these little Teflon guys on there. And then I will do the blade. And then we'll go ahead and, oh wait, I don't need it right there. I mean, it's not gonna hurt it, but I don't need it right there. And then I'll put that guy in there, and then we'll do all right. And we'll put this little Teflon jobby on there, and we'll give it a try. So Teflon does take a little while for it to break in. It's not immediate. Now, I don't think we use the spacer anymore. Shoot, I don't think I can use this anymore with a straight TI scale. Do I? Am I making a mistake by not using it? I don't think I do. Get those started so I can at least... Yeah, I don't think we use the spacer anymore once we put the TI scale in. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just, it is definitely not good to go yet. Let me kind of put some tension on that. Put this guy in there. Uh-oh. Easier just to do it by hand right now. Yeah, you definitely don't use the spacer when you have the TI. Is this going to be an issue? Why aren't you going? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I've never disassembled one of these before. I mean, it's like any other knife. It's not like it's rocket science. Yeah, that looks cool with the... All right, so now we need to get... That's obviously got to line up. So this is going to be... It shouldn't like spin at all once you get these hex nuts locked in there. That's kind of a cool feature of the Project X. I mean, it really shouldn't spin at all. Very cool that you can do whatever you need to do with the knife without having to get outside tools. Now that's tight. Okay, definitely no play, but let's see if I can loosen it a little bit and still get no play. Not sure I can. Tiny bit of play there. That's pretty good. I might have to tinker with it a little bit. But that's not bad. Yeah, it's definitely got a different feel to it. It's pretty cool. Nicely centered, yep. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's better with the titanium. Yeah, sometimes their G10 is fine. I mean, it's nicely textured. And sometimes it looks good with a knife, but I mean, if you've been around the knife community for any length of time and you look at Hinderers and you like Hinderers, you know that there's a pretty huge aftermarket group, or just plain old aftermarket for Hinderers. And Hinderer themselves sell a lot of aftermarket parts. So they make scales, they make kits, hardware kits, backspacer kits, things like that. They do all that stuff. Am I missing? I don't think anything could, no, it doesn't, because this would normally go in there. That's right, because it looked a little naked. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, so there's a spring there, so you got to push it in and down. In and down, and there you go. I thought that looked a little naked, that post right there. But yeah, so this is it. Got the Teflon in there. Gonna take a little time for that to break in. May still go to PB washers, I don't know. But yeah, overall, pretty sweet. Very cool. Let me see if I can do a quick size comparison, what I have on hand. There's a Grimsmo Rask. So this thing's not huge. Hold on one sec. I'll get the XM18. Let's see. There's the Rask that I had in my pocket. There's the XM18. I mean, if you line them all up, it's not a huge knife. It's going to be somewhere in between the XM18 and the XM24, but it's got a nice long, nice tall blade right there. Looks really nice. Like I say, I'm getting excited to kind of spend some time with it and really use it, carry it for a while. There it is against Medford, Proxima. Let's see. A little bit shorter. This isn't a review video, but I figured what the heck. And let's see, what else we got handy? What is handy? There it is. Well, let's just go ahead and keep that Hinderer theme going. I don't have my XM24. It is out. The Shutter Dug has it. He is making some scales. He has never made a scale for the XM or any Hinderers before. And so he's making me a scale. And so I am pretty excited about that. He's doing his thing there. So he's got that in Kentucky. That's the Almar. Combat Trudon. That's Combat Trudon's pretty big handle. But that's what you're kind of looking at right there. Anywho, pretty excited to have this one. Jblade4, appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir, for hooking me up with this. It isn't Dan. Appreciate that. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Chuck_Nunface. That's going to do it. Peace.